After a highly successful and decorated high school career, Shane Battier was faced with the difficult decision of choosing where to play college basketball. He could stay close to home and play for Michigan or Michigan State, or he could venture outside of the state lines and play for any top team in the country. The deciding factor would be choosing which coach he would want to spend the next 4 years of his life with, learning how to become a better player and a better man. Here at the Mandarin Oriental Miami Cafe Sim Ball, this is where you want to get yourself some serious sushi. So
I heard this is a personal favorite of Juwan Howard.
I think a man that has that type of knowledge as it pertains to years spent in so many places, he would know.
For me, growing up in Michigan, I actually did not like Duke at all growing up. I was a huge Fab Five guy.
Gotcha.
I love, Juwan. I remember going to Juwan's first game as a 7th grader. It wasn't until I started really looking at colleges. I said, you know what, Duke is unparalleled academically and athletically, and it was an easy choice for me.
Was it a sell they had to do, or you were pretty much set by the time
Coach K is very persuasive. I think he does voodoo or something.
So everybody buys in.
Yeah, he's an impressive person and coach and motivational speaker.
Shane was the perfect recruit for us. He had the 3 things that I look for in a recruit. He had the talent where he could win high at this level. Secondly, he had great grades. And then the third thing he had is character. He was ahead of his time, people-wise. He's perfect, and that's why he ended up being the winningest player, that we've ever had at Duke University, over 130 wins. I think Shane is as good a player as we've ever had at Duke. He was instinctively reactive to an opponent's strengths and weaknesses.
Head fake, Scott rejected by Battier, stolen by Battier.
And that's why he National Defensive Player of the Year 3 times. But he was as smart as anybody in an instant. His teammates trusted him to the highest level. He was what I call a force multiplier. He made other people a lot better. His senior year, when we won the national championship, the very first practice, the guys huddle up, and usually I go in and say something to the group. And he said something, and I said, I don't think I could say anything better. And so I didn't say anything.
I didn't realize how much teaching a head coach of his stature still did in a practice every day.
Well,
what did he teach you?
Well, he's a teacher first, I'll tell you that. He's a teacher first and a coach second. Some of the things he taught me were probably more applicable to life. The ability to handle adversity, going on to the next play, being a part of a unit.
Part of that unit was current Heat Chief Executive Officer Nick Arison.
Nick is one of the more impressive people I've met. He was a manager at Duke. He's always been a close friend, and we've hung out, and the stars aligned this summer, and it was a natural fit for me.
Going back to playing at Duke on that court, there are crowds that can impact a game. But the Cameron Crazies.
Yeah, they're unparalleled.
Yeah.
They're creative, though.
That's the intellect works in.
They're creative.
Right? That's
what separates the Cameron Crazies from everybody else. They're creative and witty.
And when they came up with the chant that I still say for no reason at all, who's your daddy? Battier.
Yeah.
So is there a story connected to how that started? Because it's awesome. It really is one of the great chants.
There was a T-shirt that had a Blue Devil with a tar heel across its lap, and the caption said, "Who's your daddy?" And so I was walking through Krzyzewskiville my freshman year, and I was throwing these T-shirts into the crowd, and someone goes, "Who's your daddy?" And someone else goes, "Battier." And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, very organically, that's where the chant started. I'll be walking through LaGuardia in New York, and all of a sudden I'll hear, "Who's your daddy?" Battier. So it's a worldwide chant now. It's pretty funny.
Take us to the NCAA championship game.
I'm thankful for that experience my senior year. Just an amazing team, an amazing brotherhood, and there's no better way to play your last game in any uniform than to cut down the nets in them.
A championship banner was raised to the rafters, and so was Battier's jersey as he went down as one of the best players to play at Duke. That was just one of the many memories he holds dear.
I always think about the smell of the popcorn. Walking to Cameron Indoor Stadium on North Carolina Saturday afternoon, the band's already there, they're playing, and there's just this buzz in the air, and it's a feeling I'll never forget. And going through the old oaken doors as we go to our locker room. And the smell and the sounds are something that I miss, and I'll never forget.